Good evening, everyone. My name is Youssef, and I'm a final year civil engineering student at the University of Queensland. I am originally from Aleppo, Syria, and I arrived in Australia in 2017 with my family, my parents, and my 3 sisters. Every time I meet new people, I must get asked that question, where are you from? And once I say that I'm from Syria, I know what they are going to say. They will say something like, oh, Syria, it's very dangerous there, isn't it? Aren't there lots of bombs, missiles, and terrorists? I feel sad when I find people think about Syria in that way, because Syria is the place where I was born and grew up, and also the place where I have lots of good childhood memories, such as traveling with friends, celebrating Christmas, Easter, and New Year with relatives and family, and many more priceless memories. My journey of relocating to Australia is quite long. During this journey, the only thing we were looking for is to be safe. It started in 2015 when my family and I moved from our city, Aleppo, to Tartus, which was a safer city in Syria. In 2016, and after my twin sister and I finished our high school, my parents decided to move to Lebanon, hoping to find a better future for our family. Our time in Lebanon was very hard, as Lebanon was not in a better situation than Syria, and it was very difficult for us to start university or even find a job. So we decided to apply for a humanitarian visa to come to Australia, and we were fortunate when our application got approved. And Australia became the place where we will have a better future as a family. Before arriving to Australia, we heard a lot about Australia is the lucky country. However, when we arrived in Brisbane in 2017, we found that we need to work really hard to get the future we are looking for. My first language is Arabic. My second language is French, but when I arrived here, I had 0 English. I had to learn English from the beginning, but I did that so I could study and become a civil engineer, which has been always my dream since I was a child. My dream of becoming a civil engineer was because I always wanted to see how all those buildings were built and build similar structures and show them to my family and say, I built this. In 2018, I did a course at TAFE, which was a high school equivalent to allow me to get into university. And the next year, I started Bachelor of Engineering, majoring in civil engineering at the University of Queensland. My first year at university was the most difficult year in my entire degree. It was just full of stress. Everything was new to me. Even people there were new to me because I didn't have any friends when I first started. However, over time, things got easier. During my last 3 years at university, I was fortunate to receive a number of scholarships for academic excellence. One of those scholarships was the Roger Trundle Memorial Scholarship, which is awarded to only one student from second and third year civil engineering major every 2 years. And most importantly, after 3 years, I have lots of friends at uni, not like when I first started. In 2020, I started working as an academic tutor at University of Queensland, which I'm still working till now. While working as a tutor, I started to become more confident in my abilities and realized that I should never underestimate what I can do. In summer 2020, CareerSeekers gave me the greatest opportunity to start my first internship in civil engineering at John Holland in the Gold Coast Seaway project. It was my first experience ever in the industry, and I met lots of good people who I'm still in contact with, even though we're not working together anymore. In summer 2021, I interned again at John Holland in the Queensland Regional Water Treatment Plants Upgrades project, where I learned a lot from very experienced people. I would like to thank everyone from Career Seekers for doing an incredible job to let the world know what refugees can do. Without your help, I and all other people here would not be able to reach our dreams. I would also like to thank John Holland for giving me the opportunity to work with them and believing in what I have to give to the company and to Australia. Unfortunately, many people think about refugees in a bad way or negative way. In fact, refugees are just ordinary people, just like anyone in this world. They were unlucky that wars happened in their country and they became refugees. I am grateful for everything happened to me. I became a stronger person who always loves to be challenged and never gives up. So, as refugees, we only need a chance to prove that we have the skills and we have the ability to adapt to new environments, and just like any other person, we can succeed. Finally, we all need to work together to build a better future for ourselves and the coming generations. And I'm very proud to call Australia home, and thanks, Australia.